looking at buying a new home and you're wondering what to do about the home inspection? What are the red flags to really look for? I'm Trish Mancini with Trish Sells Tennessee and eXp Realty, and I'm here with my good friend Melissa.
Hi, I'm Melissa Boggs with HouseMaster Home Inspections, and I am the owner and inspector for the Knoxville area.
So when somebody's looking at buying a new home and there's certain things that aren't huge issues and everything, but what are the big red flags that you really look for in buying a new home?
Sure. So some of the major things that we want to look at are the foundation. We want to make sure that there's not any major settlement cracks, foundation cracks, something that could cost a lot of money to repair. We also look at the age of the roof, the condition of the roof, ages and conditions of appliances like your heat pump or furnace and air conditioner, water heater, that type of stuff. So if you have older appliances, those can really add up. So typically red flags are, what are the expenses? What are the major expense items that you may run into in the near future?
Is there ever anything that you look at that somebody may, you may want to think, run, this might not be, what you're looking for?
So it's really going to depend on each individual person and what they're comfortable with. If you have a friend or a family member that is an electrician, then the electrical items may not concern you quite as much. If you have no clue about electrical, then that might be something that you don't really want to address if it's an older electrical system in the house and you have to update wiring and add GFCI protection and stuff like that. So it's really going to come down to each individual person.
Okay, so somebody might have a husband or a son who is a really good handyman. So if something's wrong with the deck or something along those lines, you might think that is not something we're going to worry about because I can handle it myself.
Exactly.
Let me ask another question, because this was something that happened personally. My son bought a new home, had the house inspection, and everything went very smoothly. The first or second night he was there, he called me and we were talking. He said, yeah, I'm just going to nuke up something for dinner. And he called me about 3 hours later and said, well, that didn't work out real well. And I said, what happened? He said, I nuked it up for 2 minutes. Nothing happened. It was still cold. It went around and he did about, this is his first home. And he did it about 3 times, only to find out the microwave turned on and spun, but it didn't heat up.
Yes.
Is there anything that you all look for that? Or is that just something that just part of the deal?
So sometimes some home inspectors don't test microwaves. It's not really part of the scope of a home inspection unless it is one that is built in. Some will just turn it on, make sure it turns on, make sure it spins. Some of us also have little devices that we stick in the microwave. They'll light up because they detect those waves. And if it lights up, that means it would heat. If it doesn't light up, then it wouldn't be heating. A lot of them also fill up a cup of water or get a towel wet and stick it in there and test it that way. Just make sure that heats up.
Okay, that's great, because those are just little odds and ends that we don't really think about.
Yes.
And I personally thought it was pretty hysterical when he told me. And I'm like, okay, well, that's one thing that we'll have to deal with.
Yes.
Well, thank you. That's really interesting. And if you want to hear more or want to find out some more information, you can go to my website at trishsellstennessee.com. And we'll be looking for you there. Bye-bye.